All right. Let's roll. Welcome to the block. I am your host, Kyle Johnston. A little bit of torsion to introduce us on this beautiful September 8th, the morning of college. A new season begins, so to speak, just like the NFL's around the corner. I was just talking to my buddy Gaston. He's looking forward to a new year. He's a big Liverpool fan, big Red supporter. Big match this weekend. Looking forward to it too, buddy. I'll take 3 points. Like you said, with Dejan Lovren in the fucking back four for the Reds, you guys sure ain't getting fucking 3 points. And believe that. Yeah, guy's been horrible all year. Been horrible. But anyways, I'm here. I'm going to bring you my sports picks for September 8th. Well, 3-1 record last night to save the week. It's a new week. We were above 500 last week. 5 games, 5 or 6 picks above 500. That's not bad. I want to push that around 8 to 10 on average at least. To start, fucking Friday and Saturday were fucking a beatdown. But anyways, even last night, reached on the under in the Ohio State Virginia Tech game. Reached on the under at 53.5 under. Virginia Tech gave them a run until their quarterback got hurt. Fuck, but that's football. They were up, they were down 14-0. They came back. We're up 17-14. And then Ohio State, Urban Meyer's boys just took over. They had a big game from Braxton Miller. Former quarterback. He got hurt last year. He started a handful of games last year for him. He had a big game, a wide receiver slash running back. You know, a little H-back action. A little halfback, slot receiver. But he was more than a slot receiver. Fuck that shit, man. He had a big game. 54-yard catch and run. Not bad, not bad. All the stars showed up for Ohio State. Cardell Jones making a season debut. Quarterback, all the big mystery at quarterback. Who's going to start? JT Miller, Cardell Jones. Cardell got the call. Looked good. Ezekiel Elliott, going to be a top pick next year in the draft. 122 yards on 11 carries. He looked in fine form. Ohio State rolled to a victory. 42-24. Yeah, but Virginia Tech, the Hokies put up a good fight. Like I said, Michael Brewer, they were good with Brewer, but broken left collarbone. Guy who replaced him only completed 1 pass in his college career, so. But anyways, like I said, we're going to move on to our picks. I got a little bit of more sports things to end it with. We're going to start on the diamond today. See, all my picks are on the diamond today. After reaching a little bit on some of the college football games, we had an alright start to the college football season. Alright start. Some of the unders cashed. Some home dogs cashed. But anyways, under the mound. Kind of like what's going on here. If you've been watching my podcast, I was ripping on Kevin Gausman. Pretty sure it's Kevin Gausman. Pitcher for the Orioles. Fucking gas can, light a match. Gas can, light a match. He takes the mound on the road in Yankee Stadium. They got Tanaka on the mound. I like the over 8.5. Like I said, I'm going to ride the overs and against him. Yankees are minus 170 on the money line. A little too much chalk, but I like it. Maybe use them as a parlay. Kershaw is on the mound later, but I like the over 8.5 in that match. Orioles, Yankees, over 8.5. Orioles bats have been alive. Their pitching has just sucked. The Yankees, their offense has sprung to life again after a weak August. Over and 4 Yankees last 6 at home, like that. They also have a 5-0 record in the last 5 games against the Orioles, so I like the Yankees bats to hit. Tampa Bay Rays paying a visit to Comerica Park in Detroit. They're bringing the rookie Ramirez on the mound. Boyd, rookie, got picked up in the Price trade. Boyd's taking the mound. He struggled. The Rays are hitting lefties pretty good this year. So I got the Rays at minus 120 on the money line. So the Rays scored 24-15 record against left-handed pitching. Love it. Boyd right now 1-5, 8 ERA. I think they're going to be able to get a handful of runs there, the Rays, for sure. They got a great bullpen, good starting pitcher on the mound. They are sporting a terrible record going into Detroit, though. 5-10 straight up in their last 15 on the road in Detroit. But that doesn't worry me tonight. The Rays, they've kind of sunk out of the wild card race, but you never know. All they need is a good 10 game stretch, and you're right back in it. But I like the Rays tonight, minus 120. I like them to crush the rookie Matt Boyd. Brings me to the late night hours, late night game. Texas Rangers paying to visit the Seattle Mariners. The hot Seattle Mariners right now. Cole Hamels is on the mound for the Rangers. Taijuan Walker's on the mound for the Mariners. Generally, I've been riding the over lately. 8 of the last 9 games have gone over, something like that for the Mariners. But I don't think that's going to be the case tonight. I look for Cole Trickle Hamels to shut down the Mariners. I got the Texas Rangers minus 130 on the money line. Hamels have been pitching pretty consistent. The Rangers are 8-3 in their last 11 games, straight up. 7-3 in their last 10 road games, straight up. But they are 2-4 against the Mariners in the last 6 road games. But I do like the Texas Rangers. Rangers have already seen Walker twice this year, 3rd meeting. So they're going to be... he's no stranger. He's no stranger to the Rangers' bats. This is Hamels' 3rd time meeting Mariners as well. But Texas is in the thick of a wild card race, so thick of the wild card race. So I look for them to have a good game tonight. Continue their quality play as of late. So I got Texas Rangers minus 130 paying a visit to the Seattle Mariners. I like it. I like these. I'm all over the road tonight. All over the road. I like the Pittsburgh Pirates. With Lariano on the mound to bounce back after a couple of weak starts by Lariano. They face. They're paying a visit to the Cincinnati Reds. The Ballpark of America or something like that. I'm pretty sure. AT&T, something like that. Ballpark of America. I don't know. Something like that. I'm pretty sure. But anyways. Pittsburgh's paying a visit to Cincinnati. Lariano's on the mound. They usually win when Lariano's on the mound. Cincinnati's freaking horrible. They got Iglesias on the mound. He can be a gas can at times. Even though Pittsburgh's got a losing record in their division, the Central, NL Central, they have a losing record, yet they're the 4th best baseball team in the majors. 3 of the best baseball teams come from the NL Central. They're fucking just lighting things up. crushing in other divisions. But, you know, and I don't like the records. Like, Pittsburgh's 2-8 their last 10 on the road in Cincinnati, but I don't care. The over has gone over, so I think there's going to be some runs to support Lariano. Pittsburgh saw Iglesias earlier this year, so they're going to be familiar with him. Lariano, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs earlier this year against the Reds. Not bad, not bad. Cincinnati's got a losing record against left-handed pitchers when taking the mound, 13-19. So I like Lariano. Pittsburgh, -1. What I got? -120. Yep. The final game that I like tonight is the Dark Knight and his Mets battling for the NL East. They're paying a visit to Washington. The Nationals, former Expos. I like this game to go over. I think all this talk's going to get to Harvey's head. They're pushing back some of his starts, getting him out of his routine. Pitchers are creatures of your routine. So I like the over 7 runs in that game. I'm just going to recap these picks for you quick. Baltimore at New York, over 8.5. Tampa Bay at Detroit, Tampa Bay -120. Texas at Seattle, Cole Trickle-Hamels on the mound, -130. Pittsburgh Pirates at Cincinnati, Lariano's on the mound, usually fucking take home a dub, -120. And I like the over in the Mets Nationals game, over 7. I gotta, hurry up and run off to school here in about 15 minutes. That's why I'm trying to get this done. Trying to get in a routine here, I'm going to drop, about an hour podcast once a week. Talk some pop culture, music, entertainment, all the other good shit that's going on in this world. Well, usually not good shit, but people like to talk about it. Shit that I usually don't even give a fucking shit about, really. But anyways, people like to talk about it. What I like to talk about, though, some sports, some interesting shit, some stuff off the beaten path. All this talk about the Deflategate, and everybody's congratulating Tom Brady. For winning his case, and Roger Goodell, he's the idiot. He's got to appeal. He can never get anything right. The Lionel Hutz of the world, Lionel Hutz of the NFL, making it, but he's making money, unlike Lionel Hutz. But there's some interesting things that I haven't heard a whole lot of the media, the mainstream media, talk about. They're kind of pushing this, to the back pages as best they can, put it that way. Trying to. But what about these, the 2 ball boys? Yastrzemski and McNally. What about them? The interesting thing is they were investigated in the Wells report, the initial investigation, but they weren't interviewed or investigated by the judge. Judge Richard Berman decided it wasn't important to investigate these 2, who were the central figures at this. They were the right-hand man. They were deflators. The deflators. McNally and Yastrzemski. What happened to them? They got fired. So we'll see what happens. They'll get a job somewhere. If they're willing to do that for some sneakers and shit, who knows what they're willing to do to help teams win. And that's important for NFL teams when money's on the line. But that's intriguing to me, is why weren't they investigated in this? Then it comes out a couple days after this, 3 days after the hearing went down, and basically the judge said the NFL was a bunch of fucking idiots, incompetent, investigating their own shit, and Roger Goodell probably shouldn't be policing Roger Goodell. But a few days after that, the judge was seen partying with Patriots owner Robert Kraft in the Hamptons at a party. Like, that's not, a fucking, what's the word I'm fucking looking for? Conflict of interest. That's what I'm looking for. Isn't that a conflict of interest? There's a whole bunch of conflict of interest going down with the NFL. And there's always Kraft behind it. He's the common denominator in all of this shit. Yeah, and East Hampton Estate is also tended by Oprah Winfrey and Martha Stewart and Harry Weinstein. The New York Giants co-owner, John Tisch and his wife, Lloyd Blankfeet, Katie Couric, Alec Baldwin. You know, NBC all over that shit, all over up there, eh? So, yeah, the owner of the NBC was there, too. Yeah, quite the little fucking party here. Isn't that a conflict of interest? Hey, you Patriot fans, you little... You know what? I hand it to you. I hand it to you, but just own it up. Your team's a bunch of cheaters. Bunch of conflicts of interest. Like Goodell was partying in Kraft's box last year during the playoffs. The head of officiating went out to a couple strip clubs with Jerry Jones, I'm pretty sure. Dallas Cowboys? Somebody important Dallas Cowboys, at least. Conflict of interest all over. Teams are always trying to get the edge. That's the point. Anyways, moving on. I want to end this with a little bit of football news. European football. European qualifiers took place. France 2016. I will be there. Just want to say, Dutch, take your ball and go home. Fucking terrible. Horrible. Brutal. Gutless. You needed a victory and you go down 3-0 in Turkey. 3-0. You lose to Iceland at home 1-0. Put yourself in this fucking mess. Brutal. Danny Blinn, way in over his head. Way in over his head. Hoodink, don't think he really even gave a shit, to be honest with you. Much like you see from the Dutch players. Hopefully Memphis Depay for United, since I am a United supporter, doesn't get dragged into this shit. Danny Blinn, Danny Blinn, sorry. Davy Blinn's the coach, sorry. I'm getting the Blinns mixed up, the father and son. Blinn, playing left back, he looks way out of place. He looks like a fucking terrible buy for United. He is versatile, though. He has played better for United this year. But anyways, way to go, Turkey. Even though I'm not too impressed with you guys dropping bombs on the Kurds and stuff like that. But anyways, good on you on the football pitch. Holland, fucking take your ball and go home. Go smoke some weed back in Amsterdam. Fucking brutal. Anyways, I'm Kyle Johnston. This is the blog. Find my work at KJ _ the blog. And that's on me on Twitter. Find me on Twitter at KJ _ the blog. Sorry. You can find my work on my blog, kylejohnstontheblog.wordpress.com. Again, you can find me on Twitter at KJ _ the blog. Glad you could be here. Remember, if you're not laying the money down on the table, you're not winning. And I'll just give a shout out to class 2015-16, Sheridan College, Journalism Broadcasting. Let's make it a fun year. Let's kick ass. Let's work hard. More importantly, let's continue to party hard. I'm out.